Electronics prototyping generates a lot of e-waste by producing unused PCBs and hard-to-use SMD components. This user uses KiCad to design their new electronics project using SMD components. But with no easy way to rapidly prototype without manufacturing a whole new PCB, we suggest a different approach. By reusing PCB e-waste as prototyping material, she uses our tool ProtoPCB to computationally solve how to implement her circuit on an existing PCB. The user loads in a prototype schematic and their e-waste board files, and selects Run Circuit Match Analysis. ProtoPCB searches through the user's library of PCBs to find ways to implement their prototype. Once full circuit matches are found, ProtoPCB renders the best circuit match, showing the user where to solder their components, as well as where to make interventions like cutting a trace or adding a wire. With ProtoPCB's help, the user was able to create their prototype without manufacturing a whole new PCB. ProtoPCB isolates a board into images of its solderable pads and traces using computer vision. To find ways of physically fitting components to a board, ProtoPCB searches using a mask of the component footprint. This widens possible matches to also include components found within another footprint, or even components found across different footprints, allowing ProtoPCB to find high numbers of component matches on boards, especially for simple and common footprints. To create a mapping of connected pads, ProtoPCB uses images of board traces, also accounting for vias. Using this board representation, ProtoPCB searches for ways to implement a circuit with the existing solder pads and traces. First, by identifying an initial component match, then by looking at the relevant pin of that component in the net, and then looking at the traces and pads touched by the pin, and finally finding component matches on that trace. This process repeats until the circuit is completed. ProtoPCB also searches for interventions on the board to implement the circuit, including adding a wire, cutting a trace, or using multiple boards. Once a search completes, our interactive GUI visualizes these matches for users to follow and recreate.